Which did you like better, Jedi or The Empire Strikes Back?
Empire.
Blasphemy.
All Jedi had was a bunch of Muppets.
Boring conversation anyway.
Hello everybody, today we're doing another boring conversation anyway toy review. Today we're doing about the two Andor figures that I got. We got Andor on the Aldhani mission, and then we have our clone trooper. Now the cool thing about this card is that that's the first live action clone trooper that was ever in Star Wars. Everything else was CGI. So that is pretty cool. So we're going to take a look at both of these figures and see what we got. Alright, let's take a look at these Andor figures. First one up is Cassian Andor from the Aldhani mission. He looks really cool. The hat works great. I don't think it's too bulky on him. His likeness to Diego Luna looks really well. Also, I like that the hair is kind of matted down. It makes sense because he's wearing a hat, right? So that's why it fits a little easier than some other hats. Let me give you, see if you can get into that face. With the new paint app, it's very hard to zoom in on their faces. It looks really cool, though. I know that they complain about that the boots are the wrong boots, but I'm glad they made the figure. You know, Hasbro has to use different old parts to save money, so I get that. I wish it would have been 100% new, but it looks great. The holster works wonderful with the blaster. You can see that, and of course, you'll be able to hold the blaster with no problem. It's a great looking figure. Alright, now let's take a look at the Clone Trooper. So this is the new Clone Trooper. Cool thing, we talked about it earlier, is that that is an actual person in the clone armor on the card, so that's really cool. So I know people were talking about the helmet, so let's take a look at the helmet. I could see people saying it's a little bit bulky, but if you're going to troop build with this guy, they're all going to look the same. I don't see it being a huge issue. They changed the bells up top here so that you can move the shoulder with a lot more range, which is really good. That's really cool. All in all, it's a great looking figure. I don't collect a ton of clones, but I wanted to get this one from Andor. And this is your basic one, obviously, you know, with no paint on or anything like that. And it's very cool. When he comes with two accessories, he comes with the rifle and the actual blaster. Now, you know, you talk about the helmet. Is it too big or whatnot? Like I said, I'm looking at it with a one-off figure. If you're going to go compare it to your older figures, yeah, it's going to be bigger because you're going to pick the one that has the pegged helmet on and not the one that goes over the head, right? So, I don't think it's that bad. Here's where you can see where it's real bad. Let's take a look at this one, right? So, this is from The Mandalorian. And the reason why is this, you can see how big this helmet looks for Axe Wolves, right? It's just gigantic. But what makes it worse is that these three figures came out together. And Bo-Katan and the other figure both came with heads and then removable helmets that get pegged in. So when you put them together, you could see that helmet is gigantic. You understand what I'm saying? That's where you can notice the difference. But if you're going to army build with this one guy, it should be fine. It's a good looking figure. It is a little bit softer on the plastic on the arms and the legs. I noticed that. But it is a good looking figure. And of course the likeness is there. And that looks good. Last thoughts on Cassian Andor and the Clone Trooper. The Clone Trooper is a good addition. It's brand new. It's up to date. I don't mind the helmet. I think the helmet is fine. It works. There's no positions you can't put him in, so everything works out well with that. That's great. Cassian's paint job is done well. His hat fits great. The holster is a welcome addition in the back. All in all, it's a great looking figure. I know people complain about the boots, but I'm fine with it. I'm just glad we got the figure. We don't have a lot from Andor, so this is much appreciated. Guys, thank you for watching the video. And if you would like to check out our podcast, Boring Conversation Anyway, you can see that on Apple and Spotify. Thanks, guys, and have a great day.